language lovers, this is Profe de Mente y Corazón. Mi nombre es Milagros Hugueto de Sanchez, and I'm glad to be here with you. I'll be sharing a little bit about my experience as a cultural ambassador, language educator, and teacher in the United States. I am going to invite you to subscribe, like, comment, share, so that we can keep this project going on. It is about you, for you. And I have fun sharing all this journey. I have been teaching in the United States since 2017. So it has been 8 years of interchange, learning, and sharing that I wanted to do it differently this year. It's my 8th year, and it is also my Mil-October Fest. So I celebrate my birthday every single day of the month, October, and I was born on the 14th. So I already had my celebrations on campus, at school, in my house with some colleagues and my friends, my husband, and now I'm sharing this space with you. So this is the very first episode, and I wanted to talk about a project I did 8 years ago, because this is everything about what I have done as a teacher, as a cultural ambassador, community organizer, and the CEO of La Casa de la Cultura. You know, if you don't know yet, follow us on Instagram at Profe de Mente y Corazón and at La Casa de la Cultura. And there you will find all the projects we do, not just as a language teacher or cultural ambassador, but as a community organizer, creating spaces for people to learn, share, and talk about their culture, traditions, origins. So, comment, share, subscribe, and like. Help us, please, to keep this going on. Now, I'll be telling you about a project I did back in 2018. I was teaching, and then I came across Flat Stanley. I researched a little bit about Flat Stanley, and I say, how would I adapt this concept to my own benefit, to my own way of being, teaching, and sharing content? So I came up with Flat Mila. Flat Mila is this character that was invited to travel around the world without leaving my house with my colleagues, former co-workers, and their students. Also my local co-workers here in the United States traveling abroad, taking me with them without paying a plane ticket. So I came up with Flat Mila. Da-da-da-da. Look at Flat Mila. And this is a Bitmoji. I wanted to do it original, but I wanted to use this resource that was already there and teachers were using them. Almost every teacher had their Bitmoji. I say, why not? My husband is a graphic designer, an artist, and he could make my own. Actually, he did. I have a new one. I'll share that with you in the coming episodes. But I wanted to use Bitmoji, sharing a little bit of similarities with me. My haircut, the way I dress, my jeans, my t-shirt, my black t-shirt. This says Friday, happy Friday. And I just kept it similar to who I am, and I send it to my friends. They share them with students and co-workers. So Flat Mila was traveling to Mexico, Ecuador, Costa Rica, Colombia, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and more. What did I do? After I downloaded the Bitmoji I wanted to use, I emailed it to them, and then they followed all the steps I'll be sharing with you on a PDF I'll be leaving on this channel and also on my Instagram bio so that you can use it. It's going to be a free PDF you could adapt to your program at school, or you could do it with your students or your colleagues. You choose. It's gonna be from me to you, because that's how you celebrate. Sharing is caring. So once I was there in those countries, they took me to different trips they did, because it was the summertime. So they took me to Cancun. I went to Cangrejo. I went to Bogota, La Isla de Margarita, and so on and so forth. Once there, they took pictures of Flat Mila, holding Flat Mila, not sharing their faces, just Flat Mila with the background of the place they took me to. It was, let's say, the sea. I was fishing. I was eating fried fish with plantains, my favorite from La Playa. And then they will send me the picture describing what was happening there. Their students, my friends, colleagues, students, would ask them to explain what happened in English because she is teaching English to them. I used to be an English teacher back in those countries. Then here I asked my own students to explain what was happening in Espanol so they could practice the target language. They interchanged situations, events, places, and after that, once they told me what happened, they were asked specific questions like if I was eating, what was I eating, where was I visiting, what was the place, the name of the place, and they were telling me. I remember a student took me to Wilmington, and then I was in the restaurant, and then I was sitting in front of their parents and himself eating with them. And then he took the picture of the plate with the food, delicious food. And I appreciate the fact that they got involved into doing this project, and then they were excited about sharing where they traveled to, what they did. So the same happened with my colleagues back in Venezuela, Ecuador, Colombia, Mexico, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic. I gathered the information, and the final project is gonna be there on the PDF, and I'm pointing at my computer, and I would like you to share with me once you finish the whole project that outcome. And of course, you're gonna be teaching your students about structures, vocabulary. In this case, it was Spanish too for my non-native speakers, and they learned to say expressions in past tense like I visited, I traveled, I ate, I enjoyed, I danced, I swam, and also in third person talking about Flat Mila, like she traveled to Wilmington, North Carolina. She ate fried fish. She had so much fun, and I did. I was so happy to be able to travel without leaving my house. I appreciate it. And creating this space to talk and this culture of traveling. And they were so invested in the project. And I say, why don't we do it again? And it has been more than 7 years. I'm ready to do it again. I have a new character, my new and improved Flat Mila, based on my new designs for this project, my 8th anniversary celebration. So I'll be sharing this with you. I'll do it myself, and I'll be posting on Instagram, remember, at Profe de Mente y Corazón, and you're gonna be able to see my progress. And I would love for you to share your progress. Remember, this was inspired by Flat Stanley, so it's not my original project. I just adapted it to my own version in my own needs with the language I teach and with my previous experience and my co-workers being able to participate. Maria Alejandra in Mexico, Marielba in Venezuela, in Ecuador, Natalia in Colombia, Andrea, and so on and so forth. Also, my friend Makira, she used to be my co-worker here at school. She moved to she transferred to another school. She took me to the Dominican Republic and also to Costa Rica. That was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And she was practicing her Espanol because I was teaching them some tips to speak Spanish while traveling. That those things happen in the everyday, situation at school. Hey, how do you say this or that? Or hey, I met this person and I use this structure. Is that correct? Yes. With languages, chill, use it, enjoy, and remember you have 3 months and so to learn Spanish before the Super Bowl. I'm just telling you. So I'm gonna say goodbye. Thank you for joining this channel. Subscribe, share, comment, like, and check the PDF I'll be dropping here down in the comments for you. Also, it's gonna be on Instagram, and I'm finishing my website so that you can go visit and get anything you need from there. And stay tuned because I'm gonna be doing the first conference with cultural, my cultural background, and using this in the classroom and outside the classroom. This is Profe de Mente y Corazón, teaching you, loving you, hugging you, and of course, learning from you. Thank you. I say goodbye with Flat Mila and out.
Nos vemos en el próximo episodio. La Profe de Mente y Corazón, out.